here's Brody Brazil.
We're now getting our first look at video footage from inside Tropicana Field following the devastating damage done by Hurricane Milton as it recently made its way through the state of Florida. And what you're about to see here is a lot of that Teflon-coated fabric. It's all over the field and the seats. It's hanging from the second deck. It's hanging from the backstop netting. It's hanging from everywhere. By the way, credit to CoopSoCrazy1 on TikTok who posted this video. It's also really weird to look at the inside of Tropicana Field and see it under natural sunlight for the very first time. All we've ever known is the artificial lighting that internally illuminated the Trop. And as the camera pans around here, you're about to see all of that ceiling fabric. I think, in fact, in a second, it's going to pan to the left. You'll see a big piece of fabric that was, in fact, still falling. There it is. I mean, it's crazy that none of this has been cleaned up or assessed, and not too many people are allowed inside. I'm not sure how the person who took this video was allowed inside the structure, but look at that right there. And at first we all thought, hey, put a big piece of tarp over the roof, you'll be done, this is fixed. I think when you see it like this from the inside looking out, you clearly realize that there is a lot more damage done to this facility and this venue, and the cost of it and the timing of it. I was told by somebody here in the comments section of my own YouTube channel that the Teflon-coated fabric, it's not something that you can just go to the store and order a certain size and cut it out to shape and put it on top of the ceiling. It takes months, if not years, of a pre-order for it to be manufactured at that volume and that certain quality and quantity of fabric that you could actually put and make a ceiling out of at a domed stadium venue like this. So there's a lot of questions. I know. How much will this cost? Is insurance going to pay for this, knowing that there might have been some prior damage? Where are the Rays going to play in the meantime? Have they played their last game here at Tropicana Field? I understand this is extremely sad to look at. And there you see the cots that are still out there. They're still on the field because that night that Milton made its way through, Tropicana Field was supposed to house first responders that would be tending to the damage and anybody who needed help or assistance afterwards. Fortunately, nobody was ever in there when the storm came. Nobody actually utilized this, so nobody was hurt on the inside. But again, just seeing this from the inside looking out, it brings a new reality to it, and a baseball diamond that's still there, and all the advertisements and the scoreboard. And look, the Rays are not even my baseball team, but I've watched a lot of Major League Baseball games be played right there at that field in St. Petersburg. And I understand that maybe this venue was on the chopping block to some extent, and that the Rays do have plans to build something brand new right next door for 3 years down the road. But the fact that this venue might have reached its ending, how it did, when it did, and why it did. The roof that maybe needed replacement a long time ago, and that wasn't the case. And when a hurricane hit it head on, winds of maybe 115 plus miles an hour. They said this ceiling was basically designed for about 110, 115. Maybe it hit harder than that. Or maybe there was some pre-existing damage. We'll never really know the truth unless there's some investigation. But so many questions, not a lot of answers. And also this, the longer this building, I mean, the hurricane has long since come through. Even the Rays out there, the 7 or 8 stingrays that live there, they've been removed. The longer this venue sits like this, what does that mean for the progress of the Rays and potentially ever coming back to play here? I mean, this almost looks already like one of those abandoned shopping mall videos that are here on YouTube, or abandoned office building videos. And I get it. Like, they could clean up a lot of that tarp, but why hasn't that been done already? Are they almost leaving this as like a crime scene evidence situation? It's bizarre to me. It's sad. It's bizarre. Look also in center field. You can see some of the wall panels of the structure of Tropicana Field. It's not just the ceiling and the roof and the tarp. It's some wall panels out there, and looks like left center and right center field if the camera goes there. How about all the Rays banners that are still hanging up there? There it is, right above the Kane sign. See that? And also, I think Samora in right field. There's some damage that was done here. This is not even including water damage. And how about this? Forget all the cleanup that's not being done. How about that roof right there being wide open to the elements right now? So what happens when it rains next week and the week after? and there's no drainage system and all the electronics nothing's covered in there. Are they just letting this almost go to waste? Have they given up already on this? Is that what we're witnessing here? Again, nobody else I've seen on the inside of this has posted this video, so this is where I'm getting it from. Coop So Crazy 1 over on TikTok. All right, that's it. I just wanted to update you with that. Really sad situation. You made it here to the end of the video. Thumbs up for sticking around to the end. I really appreciate that. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. That way I can definitely see you back here next time.